the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Running inside, it's Bishop. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls apart.
Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Slips through the line. Can they catch him? What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
A lot of times it's hard to see those linebackers coming down late and blitzing through a gap. The offense did a really nice job getting a hat on a hat, blocking up front so the running back could get some positive yards.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Running the red zone. It's Hill. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They go play action with Russell. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Into the end zone. Looking to the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And that one will come up here in the second half.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game.
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. Still on his feet, and remember, he can return it. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Let's see what he can do with the return. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to... And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Volunteers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gordon. Crosses the 30. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
To the ground, he's got it again. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on a linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
They've got 4 receivers out there, 2 on either side on 2nd and 3. That's caught. It's Matthews. Snags it and he's open. He'll be stopped, but not before. He carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like, quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly on target, and you can make big plays. They made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
You've got great field position here. You've got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Gonna look downfield again. He wants it all. Intercepted to stop the threat.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Throwing Russell. Buying some time. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. So now it's 2nd and long. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Pulls it in. It's Edwards. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Nice job after the catch by the tight end. Able to make a guy miss and go get extra yards.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll do it himself. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Keelan Russell. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hill. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
The run inside. It's Hill. There's some room. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bama! And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he closed the deal by racing 35 yards to pay dirt. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got a man. It's Davis. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Gives it on the option. Squirts across the 30 to the 32. A pickup of 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Try to pick it up on the ground. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. The Vols will line up to punt it away. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. No fair catches here, looking for room. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Russell on play action. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off for the third time today. Taking it the other way. Inside, and it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Volunteers.
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick six. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well with their hair on fire, Palmer, forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers. Now, obviously, turnovers lose you games. When you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability goes way up. Right now, they'd be out comfortably ahead if he would just stop giving the football to the other team. They need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field.
His drive will open from the 15. The give on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our block.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Goes high to pull it in. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen the evolution of this Alabama offense over the last several years, and it's not just run, it's not just eat clock, it is be aggressive, attack, make big plays down the field.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip and tuck affair. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Timeout called as the play clock had gotten down to 3 seconds. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Alabama with a first down play to start us off here in the fourth. Rides the option, he keeps it. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
Well, his legs haven't been a big factor in this game up to now. He picks the perfect moment in the fourth quarter to rip off his longest run of the game.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Russell. He's got him. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Jekyll and Hyde for this offense and for this quarterback, right? Pick 6 on the last drive. You saw on the sidelines the coaches talking to him, really trying to pick his spirits up. I don't know what they said to him, but whatever it was, it worked because this drive is looking really good here by the offense, and what a beautiful throw there by the quarterback.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. To the air, it's Russell. Under fire. He's turning it on. He stopped him, forced out of bounds, just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
I'll tell you what, coaches want you to do your best work late in the ball game. He did his best work. Great job taking off. Biggest run of the day after grinding this game out, makes it explosive, now trying to put this game in a good situation.
They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Throwing Russell. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Finds a man in the middle. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it. You practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And with that incompletion, it now sets up a very interesting decision for the head coach, right? You've got a narrow lead. You kick the field goal now, you force the opponent to have to at least score a touchdown to retake the lead. But you can also seize a lot of momentum if you get it here on 4th and short. If you're able to score a touchdown, this is a completely different game.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Lets it go to the end zone. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And they decide to go for it.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. And after that gargantuan 4th down stop, now a chance. And they got him for a safety.
And that's a big-time play by this defense. When you needed it the most in the 4th quarter, this game is super close, it's tight. Not only do you make a play and get a stop, you put points on the board and you get the football back with a chance to salt this football game away. That's how defenses step up late in games.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And now this offense will take the field again. Running inside, it's Hill. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. The defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
Pulls it in on the left. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Keelan Russell. Puts it out of the air. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Just going to keep it after the snap. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown time! And they take it in for 6 more points.
That is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. But getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a two-possession game. They must get something here. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. And the Vols in the hurry up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Back to pass on second down. Pocket breaking down. Finds the tight end. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off.
And now you start to feel desperate because down by multiple scores, the clock running out, clearly 2.5+ minutes left on the clock. I got to do everything right now. I have no margin for error. My defense on this next possession, I have to get a 3 and out. I have to force a turnover. I have to do something to get me back in this ball game right now.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Keep it on the ground. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, help set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. So Alabama once again takes the win and is smoking hot.